Good evening, guys. Welcome to our most waited Dev Dialogue session with Ibsa Abraham. I know most of you are excited to hear about his experience, his journey, and I know most of you have a lot of questions. And in today's session, we are going to dive into his experience, starting from how he got into programming or this field to Google on ያለበት position dress ማለት ነው. So, Ibsa, thank you for coming. Thank you for giving us your time.
No worries, no problem.
Okay, so to start, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so ስሜ ኢብሳ እባላለሁ። So እኔ የተወለድኩት ወለጋ ኦሮሚያ ክልል ወለጋ ነው። ከዛ እስከ 10ኛ ክፍል ነበር እዛ የተማርኩት። ከዛ 11 እና 12 ወደ እዚህ አዲስ አበባ ቡራዩ በባል ከተማ እዛ ነበር የተማርኩት። ከዛ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ገባሁ 2019 አስቶ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ማለት ነው። እዛ ለአምስት ዓመት ሶፍትዌር ኢንጂነሪንግ ተማሪ ሶፍትዌር ኢንጂነሪንግ እዛ ተማርኩኝ። ከዛ 2024 ላይ ግራጁዌት አደረኩኝ። ሶ ያ እና ከዛ በተጨማሪ ብዙ ግቢ ውስጥ እያለሁ ብዙ ነገር ውስጥ ተሳተፍ ነበር። ኤትኤስፒ የሚባል ከኦርጋናይዜሽን ከነሱ ጋር ምሰራ ይማርም ነበር። ከዛ በተረፈ ላስት ሰመር ኢንተርንሺፕ ኦፖርቹኒቲ አግኝቼ ወደ ፖላንድ ጉግል ኢንተርንሺፕ እየሰራሁ ነበር። ከኢንተርንሺፕ መልስ ደግሞ ፉል ታይም ኦፖርቹኒቲ ወደ ፉል ታይም ተቀይሮ አሁን ከጉግል ጀርመኒ እየሰራሁ ነው። Guess that's my presentation, right?
Okay, great. So, how did you get into programming? ምንድን ነው inspire ያደረገህ መጀመሪያ ላይ to join this field?
So, inspire ያደረገኝ I think I've already last time GTG የተጋበዝኩበት ታይም ላይ አውርቼ ነበር this story. So 11ኛ እና 11ኛ ክፍል እየተማርኩኝ የሆነ ቱቶሪያል ሴንተር አለ ቅዳሜና እሁድ ደግሞ የሚማረው ወይስ እንትና ዩኒት ቱቶሪያል ሴንተር የሚባል አዲስ አበባ ከአዲስ ከተማ የመጡ አስተማሪዎች ምናምን ያስተምሩ ነበር። በጣም አሪፍ ነበር እና እዛ እየተማርኩኝ የሆነ ቀን ከማትስ ከሚያስተምረኝ አስተማሪ ጋር ያወራው ነበር እና what do you want to do ምንድን መግባት የምትፈልገው ምናምን ብሎ ጠየቀኝ። ከዛ እኔ at that point ሜዲሲን ነበር እስከ 11ኛ ክፍል ድረስ ሜዲሲን ነው መማር የምፈልገው። ከዛ ሜዲሲን ነው መግባት የምፈልገው ምናምን ብዬ ነገርኩት። ከዛ የዛኔ ደግሞ ማትስ እያስተማረን ስለነበር ማትስ እንደሚወድ ያውቃልና why don't you go for something engineering ለምንድን ነው ኢንጂነሪንግ የማታስበው ምናምን አለ። ማትስ እና ሜዲሲን ውስጥ ብዙ ማትስ ላይኖር ይችላል ምናምን ሲለኝ በቃ የዛኔ ነው ሲሪየስሊ ኮንሲደር ማድረግ የጀመርኩት ኢንጂነሪንግ መግባት እንዳለብኝ ማለት ነው። ቢካዝ ማትስ ስለሚወድ ከማትስ ሞር ያለበት ፊልድ ልግባ ምናምን ብዬ የወሰንኩት የዛኔ ነው። ከዛ ከኢንጂነሪንግ ስሜል ልግባ ምናምን ብዬ ማሰብ ጀመርኩኝ እና ከዛ አሁን ብሉምበርግ እየሰራ ያለ ከድሮም የማውቀው ጓደኛ ነበረኝ ትምሳ መባል እና he was ከኔ በ2 ዓመት ይቀድማል እና የዛኔ ሶፍትዌር ኢንጂነሪንግ ነው እሱ መማር የምፈልገው እና እሱ ነው የሚገባው ምናምን እያለኝ ነበር። ኦኬ tell me more about software engineering ምናምን ማለት ጀመርኩኝ እና እየነገረኝ ነበር ኮዲንግ እንደሆነ ለምን ኢንትረስቲንግ እንደሆነ ብዙ ነገር ነገረኝ እና that's how በቃ 11ኛ ክፍል እያለሁ በቃ I want to join software engineering ብዬ ዲሳይድ ያደረኩት 11ኛ ክፍል እያለሁ ነው። ሞር ግን ወደ ሶፍትዌር ኢንጂነሪንግ የገባሁት ይሄ ወደ ትምህርቱ ይሄ ዲሲሽኑ ነው just ከዛ ግን አክቹዋሊ ሶፍትዌር ኢንጂነሪንግ መማር እና ኮዲንግ የጀመርኩት ግቢ ከገባሁ በኋላ ነው። That's how I started.
Okay, amazing. So ግቢ ከገባክ በኋላ or ደግሞ when you start programming major challenges ምንድን ነበሩ? especially background medicine እያሰብክ ከነበረ ከድሮም እያሰብክ የነበረ ነገር ስላልሆነ some challenges ይኖራሉ። so አንተ ፌስ ያረካቸው challenges ምን ነበሩ?
Okay, so yeah, the first one is like እኔ ልክ ግቢ እንደገባው ነበር ስለ ሶፍትዌር ኢንጂነሪንግ ጆይን ማድረግ ስለምፈልግ የዛኔ ነው ስለስ ማጥናት የጀመርኩት ማለት ነው። እና ይሄ እንትና ምንድነው ብዙም ላይክ ጋይዳንስ ጋይድ የሚያደርግ ሰው አልነበረም ብዙም እና አት ሴም ታይም ደግሞ ቶሎ አይደለም ሶፍትዌር ኢንጂነሪንግ የገባ ነው እንደናንተ ላይክ አንድ አመት እንትን አለ ይሄ ፍሬሽማን ኮርስ አለ እሱን ከወሰድኩኝ በኋላ ነው ወደ ሶፍትዌር ኢንጂነሪንግ የገባሁት እና ግን ከዛ በፊት ነበር ኦልሬዲ ማጥናት የጀመርኩት ላይክ ኢቭን ማስታወሰው መጀመሪያ ቀን ግቢ ገብተን ሬጅስተር ለማድረግ ስንገባ ሬጅስተር ካደረኩኝ በኋላ ወደ ላይብራሪ ሄድኩኝና የሲ ፕላስ ፕላስ መጽሐፍ ሲ ፕላስ ፕላስ እንደሆነ ስለማቅ ከሱ ጀመርኩኝ ፕሮግራሚንግ ማለት ነው እና የዛኔ was a bit challenging in terms of like የሆነ ክላስ ውስጥ ስላልነበረ እኔ የጀመርኩት ራሴ ማስተማር ስለሆነ የሆነ ከየት እንደሚጀምር ኔክስቱ ምን እንደሆነ it was a bit tough ነበር የዛኔ ከሱ በተጨማሪ ደግሞ ላፕቶፕ ራሱ የገዛሁት like ለኮሮና ስንመለስ ነውና የግቢውን ኮምፒውተር ነበር የምጠቀመው እስከ ለመጀመሪያቶቹ 6 ወራቶች ምናምን እሱም like እኔ እንደምፈልግበት መጠን እንድማር ትንሽ ቻሌንጂንግ ነበር ከዛ አንዴ like መንገድ ከያዝኩኝ በኋላ ግን I don't think ያን ያህል ብዙም ቻሌንጂንግ ነገራቶች አልነበሩም ግን mostly is like ሁሉ ጊዜ እንትና የሚሉት የሆነ ነገር መማር ይፈልጋሉ በጣም ብዙ ኢንፎርሜሽኖች አሉ ስለሱ ነገር በጣም ብዙ መማር አለብኝ ብዬ የማስባቸው ነገራቶች አሉና እነዛ ነገራቶች ደግሞ like የትኛው ሪሶርስ ነው ቤስት እንዴት ልማረው የሚለው መጀመሪያ አካባቢ ትንሽ ቻሌንጂንግ ነበር ግን once I get used to like ሁሉም ሪሶርሶች ጠቃሚ እንዳልሆኑ ከተረዳው በኋላና አንዱ ሪሶርስ ብቻ መከተል እንዳለብኝ ካወቅኩት በኋላ እሱ wasn't that much challenging.
Okay. So university ከገባክ በኋላ ከነዚህ ቻሌንጆች አልፈክ ኤትዋስቢ ውስጥ መጀመሪያ ስገባ እንዴት ነበረ? How did you heard about ኤትዋስቢ እና ከዛ በኋላ ያለው ጆርኒ እንዴት ነበረ?
Okay. So ስለ ኤትዋስቢ የሰማሁት አሁን ቅድም ካነሳሁት ልጅ ነው ቱምሳ መባልና ለካ ቦንቶ የምትባል አሁን እስከ ሪሰንት ድረስ ኤትዋስቢ ውስጥ ነበረች አለች ከነሱ ሁለቱ ነበር የሰማሁት እነሱ they were like እኛ ግቢ ውስጥ አዲስ አበባ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ተማሪ ነበሩና በጣም like the most ግቢ ውስጥ በጣም ኢምፖርታንት ከመባሉ ትምህርቶች ውስጥ አንዱ ኤትዋስቢ እንደሆነ ነገሩኝ እና was like ከኛ ግቢ እኮ ኤትዋስቢ የለምና ዩኒቨርሲቲ ውስጥ ደግሞ ብዙም የዛኔ እንግዲህ ሶፍትዌር ራሱ ጆይን አደረኩም ስለ ኤትዋስቢ ሲሰማ ማለት ነው እኛ ግቢ ደግሞ ኤትዋስቢ ስለሌለ የዛኔ አልነበረምና I just reached out to Emre like ኤትዋስቢ መግባት ፈልጋለሁ ምናምን ብዬ ከነሱ ስለሰማው የነሱን ስም ሜንሽን በማድረግ ኤትዋስቢ መግባት ፈልጋለሁ ምናምን ብዬ ለኤምሬ ነገርኩት ኢሜይሉ ኢንተርኔት ላይ ስለነበር ማለት ነው የዛኔ ከዛ like he was a nice person so he reached out back to me እና ማውራት ጀመረን ሰው እንዴት ነው መማር የምትፈልገው ምን አይነት ትምህርት ነው መግባት የምትፈልገው እንደዚህ ነገራቶችን ማውራት ጀመረን እና so ልክ የዛኔ የኮሮና ታይም ነበር ኤምሬም ካሊፎርኒያ ነበር ወደ ኢትዮጵያ አልመጣም ነበርና in the middle of corona ስለነበር ከዛ እሱ ፕሬድ አለፈና ኤምሬ ወደ ኢትዮጵያ መጣ ወደ ኢትዮጵያ ከመጣ በኋላ በቃ እንዴት ነው like መጀመሪያ ነው ያስበው የነበረው AIT ስለሆነ ኤትዋስቢ ያለው ከአስቱ AIT እንዴት እጄ መማር ይችላል ኤትዋስቢ ነው የሚል ነበር ከዛ ኤምሬ ደግሞ instead of እንደዛ ከምናደርግ tell us about your university እንዴት ናቸው in terms of ከAIT ካሉ ተማሪዎች ጋር compare ሲያደርጉ እንደነሱ ቶሎ መማር ይችላል ብለህ ታስባለህ ወይ እንደዚህ ያን ነገር ጠይቀኝና was like okay ASTU is one of the best universities in the Ethiopia in terms of በተማሪዎች በጎበዝ ተማሪዎች ብቻ ናቸው የሚገቡት ይሄ ከኢንትራንስ አሪፍ ውጤት አምጥቶ ይገቡና ከዛ በኋላ ደግሞ ፈተናም ስላለ ከዛ ሶፍትዌር ለመግባትም ተጨማሪ ፈተና ስለሚኖር ሞስት ፕሮባብሊ ሶፍትዌር ኢንጂነሪንግ ውስጥ የሚያገኛቸው ልጆች ጎበዝ ናቸው ከኤአይቲዎቹ ጋር ብዙም ዲፍረንስ አላቸው ብዬ አላስብም ምናምን አልኩት። ከዛ ዳስ ናይስ በቃ እንደዚህ ተጀመረና ሶ አይ ኮኔክትድ ሂም ዊዝ ላይክ የዩኒቨርሲቲ ኦፊሻሎቹ ጋር ከነሱ ጋር እንዲያወራ ሶ ሚቲንግ አሜሪካ ካሊፎርኒያ ከመጣ በኋላ የሚታረጉ ፕሮሰሱ took some time like 9 ወር ምናምን አካባቢ ከዛ ኢቲኤስቪ አስቱ ውስጥ ተጀመረ ማለት ነው። እና አስቱ ውስጥ ተጀመረ የዛኔ I was part of the first group ነበርኩኝ ኢቲኤስቪ። ሶ እኛንን ያስተማሩን ከአዲስ አበባ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ነበር የሚመጡት እና ብዙ አሲስታንቶች ምናምን ብዙም አልነበሩም እንዳሁኑ ስታጋውን እዛው ካስቱ ስለሆነ ብዙ አሲስታንቶች አሉ ሄዶችም ካስቱ ናቸው። ሶ ኢዚሊ አክሰስ ማድረግ ኢዚሊ እነሱ ማግኘት ይቻላል። እኔ ግን የዛኔ ስንጀምር የኛ ባች ብዙ አሲስታንት አልነበረም እና ሁለት ሄድ ኦፍ ኤጁኬሽኖች ከአዲስ አበባ ዩኒቨርሲቲ እየመጡ ያስተምሩ ነበር። ከዛ ሶ ኢቲኤስቪ ተጀመረ። ሶ ከዛ ላይክ ፕሮብለም ሶልቭ ለማድረግ ስንሞክር ፕሮግራሚንግ ላንጉዌጅ ላይ ያናል ብዙ እውቀት አልነበረንም ቢካዝ እኛ ላይክ ሶስተኛ ዓመት የነበር ነው ገና እንትናነን ገና ብዙ ነገር በስነ ስርዓት አልተማርንም። just like አንደኛ ዓመት ካሰባችሁ ፍሬሽማን ኮርስ ነው። ሁለተኛው ዓመት it's just you know soft introduction to software engineering and stuff ናቸው። ያናል ብዙም ዲፕ የሆነ ፕሮግራሚንግ ላንጉዌጅ ምናምን ብዙም አያስተምሩም። ከዛ ከኛ በፊት ነበሩትም ብዙም ያናል like የሲ++ እውቀት አልነበራቸው። በሲ++ ነበር የጀመርነው። ከዛ why won't you introduce የፓይተን ትራክ የተባለው because of our በእኛ ኬዝ ነውና ፓይተን ትራክ ኢንትሮዱስ ተደረገ። ከዛ ፓይተን ተማረን ለ3 ወር ምናምን ኮቹ ኢንትሮዱስ የተደረጉ መጡ ማለት ነው። ደስ የሚለው የዛንስ ላይክ 20 ምናምን ስለነበረ ሁላችንም እንተዋወቅ ነበር ቤስት ፍሬንዶችን ስቲል ሁላችንም እንደዛው ነው እና አብረን ነው የምንሰራው። ክላስ ውስጥ አብረን ነው እራት ማታም ስንወጣ አብረን ነበር የምንበላው። so I guess like ብዙ ነው የተማርነው with little resource ከሌሎች ጀነሬሽኖች አንፃር ማለት ነው። ከዛ ውጪ እንትናለ ምንድነው ያ ካምፕ አሉ። ካምፕ በጣም አሪፍ ጊዜ ነበር ለኛ። የሆነ እንደዚህ አድቫንስድ ዴታ ስትራክቸሮች መማር ጀመርነው። የመጀመሪያው ካምፕ ላይ ነበር። ከዛ ያለ ኢቲኤስቪ በጣም it's like የሆነ tangible የሆነ change ያየን መጣን in terms of like የኛ ፕሮግራም ኮንታክት ላይ ማለት ነው። ከዛ ነው እንደዛ ነበር የመጀመሪያ የኢቲኤስቪ ኤክስፒሪየንሳችን።
Okay, great. I think most of our audiences are like from us too, and not including me. I got the chance to learn ኢቲኤስቪ ውስጥ እና we want to say thank you ሁላችንም for ይሄንን opportunity እንድናገኝ ስለረዳሃን thank you so much። እና you worked on የተለያዩ ካምፓኒዎች ውስጥ right before ኢቲኤስቪ ውስጥም head of education ከመሆንክ በፊት lab connect ሰርተክ ነበረ እና as a backend developer right? so እንዴት ነበረ your experience እና ከኢቲኤስቪ ውጪ development ላይ እንዴት ነበር?
Yeah, like I think there is internal like Lab Connect is one of the ኢቲኤስቪ project ነበር የጂሲ ውስጥ የሰራ ነው።
Okay.
ከኢቲኤስቪ በፊት like የራሴ ፐርሰናል ፕሮጀክቶች እና የተወሰኑ ምንድነው ይሄ ከልጆች ጋር ለምንሰራቸው ፕሮጀክቶች ነበሩ። not formally like እንደዚህ የሆነ ካምፓኒ ገብቼ ምናምን ሳይሆን just የሆነ ፕሮጀክት ሰርተን ለሰው እንትን እናድርግ ነበር ዲሞንስትሬት ምናምን እናድርግ ነበር። ግን mostly it's like የራሴ ፐርሰናል ፕሮጀክቶችን ነበር ስሰራ ነበረው። ከኢቲኤስቪ ውጪ ያህናል ኤክስፒሪየንስ የለኝም።
Okay, great. So እንዴት ነበረ አሁን ቢግ ቴክ ካምፓኒዎች ውስጥ ያለው ፕሮሰስን ኢትዮሲቪ ውስጥ ያለው ተማሪዎች እናውቀዋለን ግን for some of our audiences maybe ኢትዮሲቪ ውስጥ ለሌሉ can you tell us እንዴት እንደሆነ ፕሮሰሱ everything about it?
The process about like how it works in the big tech companies or like the process of getting into the big tech companies?
Getting into.
Yes, okay, so mostly interview አላቸው so all these companies big tech company የሚባሉት ሁሉም they have like some sort of interviews that you have to pass through so መጀመሪያ ላይ application ነው resume ማዘጋጀት cover letter maybe የሚያስፈልግ ከሆነ cover letter ማዘጋጀት all these things አሉ ከዛ እሱንን ብዙ ሰው ኢንተርቪው የማገኝበት ምክንያት it's because of the resume እና resume ደግሞ እንትና መሆን ያለበት has to be something የሆነ more like የሆነ initiative የእናንተ initiative ማሳየት ያለበት ይሄ project different ክለቦች ውስጥ leadership experience all those things has to እነዚህ ነገራቶችን ማሳየት መቻል አለበት የእናንተ resume ማለት ነው so when you have that resume it's like የምትፈልጉትን job company like if it's Google Microsoft or የሆነ የምትፈልጉት company ጋር job application ማስገባት ነው ከዛ let's say your resume was selected አሪፍ resume ካላችሁ you have nice projects and now most of the companies የራሳቸው የሆነ coding assessment አላችሁ before even moving you to the interview stage ማለት ነው so እነዚህ coding assessmenቶች mostly like የሆነ HackerRank የሚባል ፕላትፎርም አለ ኮዲንግ ኒንጃ የሚባል ፕላትፎርምም አለ እንደዚህ አይነት ፕላትፎርሞች ላይ ነው most of the time እነሱ ኮዲንግ ቻሌንጃቸውን የሚልኩትና so you get to do those coding challenge እና አሪፍ ከሆነ ኮዲንግ ቻሌንጅ አሪፍ ከሆነ ከዛ next ያለው ኢንተርቪው ነው ማለት ነው so ኢንተርቪው ደግሞ like from my experience ሶስት አይነት ካቴጎሪ አለ so the first one is technical interview አለ technical interview ይሄ problem solving lead code አይነት ማለት ነው like they just give you የሆነ problem ሰጣሉ ከዛ it's like you have to solve that problem within a specific time let's say 45 ደቂቃ ከሆነ 45 ደቂቃ ከዛ እንትን አለ like you know during the interview process during the interview you have to communication ያያሉ logic problem solving በጣም ብዙ የምታዩ ነገራቶች አሉ እነሱ የሚያዩትና ከዛ you solve that problem most of the time depending on if you are interviewing for the internship or for the full-time company coding rounds እነዚህ let's code a type of round ከሁለት እስከ 3 ከሁለት እስከ 4 ምናምን አሉ depending on the company it's not the same for all some of the companies don't even have the coding assessment challenge የላቸውም so you do the lead code type of interview and now that's the one type of interview the other one is system design system design different types of system design እዚህ ጋር high level የሆነ system design አለ let's say they can just say hey, design show me how to design a WhatsApp ምናምን ብሎ ሊጠይቁ ይችላሉ show me how to design Facebook ምናምን ብሎ ሊጠይቁ ይችላሉ and now you are not expected to go into like the details of the protocol level data structure level detail ገብታችሁ አይደለም ሲጋ explain የምታደርጉት high level ነው ስለዚህ it's mostly like I need this like you know as much as you can you start from the top generalize ያደርጋችሁ የሆነ specific part of the problem ላይ focus በማድረግ እንደዚህ አይነት ሲስተም ዲዛይን ማድረግ አይነት type of interviewዎችም አሉ so technical lead coding system design and the other most of the time I mean the most of the time ሌላ ያለው ደግሞ behavioral ነው behavioral you might do it with recruiter ጋር ይሄ እንደዚህ ነው tell us about yourself tell us about the projects that you have worked on so far what are you looking for የሚባሉ እንደዚህ አይነት type of እንትኖች አሉ ጥያቄዎች አሉ በሪክሩተሮች መዘጋጅ ማለት ነው እነሱ ማለት ከዛ So finally you will be like if you pass all the stages ከዛ engineering manager ወይ hiring manager ጋር like behavioral ጥያቄዎችም አሉ ማለት ነው so depending on the company like internship usually ከ3 እስከ 5 ነው የሚሆነው ኢንተርቪው ለፉል ታይም ደግሞ ከ5 እስከ 6 ምናምን ሊሆን ይችላል ማለት ነው so on Google system design interview ላቸው like they just have coding assessment አላቸው ከዛ technical interview አላቸው ከዛ project matching የሚባል ነገር አለ ለጉግል so project matching ምንድነው ይሄ እንትናውን ካለፋችሁት በኋላ ቴክኒካል ፕሮብለም ሶልቪንግን ካለፋችሁት በኋላ ኢንትረስታችሁ ምን እንደሆነ all those stuff ሲጠይቋችኋል ከዛ የምትሞሉት ፎርም አለ ሬዚዩሜያችሁ ታይና ቲሞቹ ያያሉ የሆነ ፕሮጀክት ለኢንተርንሺፕ ወይ ለፉል ታይም ፕሮጀክት ያላችሁ ቲሞች ያዩና ከናንተ ኢንትረስት ጋር የሚመሳሰል እና ከናንተ ኤክስፒሪየንስ ጋር የሚገናኝ ቲም ወይ ፕሮጀክት ካለ ከነሱ ጋር ማች ተደረጉና ለሱ ቲም ስፔሲፊካሊ ኢንተርቪው ማድረግ አለ እና ለሱ ቲም ኢንተርቪው በመታረጉበት ታይም ላይ they might ask like behavioral ነገር ነው ለጉግል mostly ተናገነገው interview technical at that point it's mostly behavioral at the same time ደግሞ ከእናንተ interest in the specific project ይሄ ልጅ ቢመጣ or ልጅ ብትመጣ are they going to be interested የሚለው ነገር ነው mostly determine ለማድረግ የሚጠይቁት ማለት ነው እና ከዛ if it goes well ለጉግል specifically if the project matching ላይ የምታደርጉት interview goes well all your like hiring artifacts including a coding challenge resume interview feedback interview የምታገኙት feedback all those things are going to be sent to the hiring committee አለ hiring committee ደግሞ እነዛን ኢንፎርሜሽኖችን ያይና offer ሰጣቸዋል ማለት ነው if everything looks good offer ነው የምታገኙት that's ለጉግል እንደዛ ነው አሁን ስፔሲፊካሊ ብዙ ኤክስፒሪየንስ የሚሄድበት ሌላ ካምፓኒ ደግሞ እንትና ነው ብሉምበርግ ነውና ለብሉምበርግ ደግሞ my experience ሶስት ቴክኒካል ራውንድ እና አንድ ሲስተም ዲዛይን አለ ከዛ ውጪ መጨረሻ ላይ ከሪክሩተር ጋርና ከሃይሪንግ ማናጀር ጋር የተለያዩ ቱ behavioral interviews አሉ ማለት ነው so I think it's just interview ነው ስለኛለው ብሉምበርግ ደግሞ ሌሎችም አሉ እንደ ሌሎች ካምፓኒዎችም የራሳቸው more or less the same no the process it's just like the way they do it it's different man
amazing so after passing the whole process and you got a chance to work Google ውስጥ ያለፈው ክረምት software engineer intern ሆነክ right so how was your experience እንዴት ነበር ምን ተጠብቀክ ነበር ሄድከውና how was it look like
so yeah like it was interesting just for the clarity la Google internship ሲሆን ሶስት ኢንተርቪዎች ነው ያለው to like depending on your performance on the technical interviews ከሁለት እስከ 3 ቴክኒካል ኢንተርቪው አለ ከዛ ውጪ አንድ የቲም ማቺንግ ፕሮጀክት ኢንተርቪው አለ ለኢንተርንሺፕ ሲሆን ትንሽ ነው የሚሆነው ግን for me like so I wasn't like ያናል ብዙ ነገር ኤክስፔክት አድርጌ አልኩኝ obviously it's I don't know anything about the company ከውጭ አውቃለሁ I know what Google looks like I know like the type of project that I'm going to be working on ግን ከዛ ውጪ it's like እስከመጨረሻ almost እስከመጨረሻው ሳምንት ድረስ ኤትኤስሲ እየሰራሁ ስለነበር I was still busy ማለት ነው ከኢትዮጵያ ከመምጣቴ በፊትም እና ያና like ይሄ ነው ምናምን ብዬ ያስቀመጥኳቸው ኤክስፔክቴሽኖች አልነበሩም ግን when I went to the company የሆነ ያየሁት so my first impression was በጣም well documented የሆነ የፕሮሰስ አላቸው internally mostly የምትጠቀሙት ቱሎች internal ናቸው ለጉግል ጉግል ለራሳቸው የሰሩ ማለት ነው for example even like ጉግል ክላውድ የሚባል ሜጀር ክላውድ ፕሮቫይደር ነው። ግን ኢንተርናሊ ፎር ዜር ኦን ፕሮዳክት ጉግል ክላውድ አይጠቀሙም። they use like different ቴክኖሎጂ ማለት ነው። even like the programming language ራሱ different ነው። Python is a bit different at Google. At like Microsoft ውስጥም ሌላ ሊሆን ይችላል። so the syntax and everything is still the same ግን የሆነ የሚጠቀሙበት ፕሮቶኮል ምናምን ለየት ይላል። different types of protocols ስለሚጠቀሙ ማለት ነው። እና was interesting to learn እነዛ ነገራቶችን መጀመሪያ obviously in order to be able to contribute እነሱን ነገራቶችን መጀመሪያ መማር ስለነበረብኝ ማለት ነው። even like version control የራሳቸው የሆነ version control አላቸው። code editor የራሳቸው የሆነ code editor አላቸው። so almost outside ያለው software development እና Google ውስጥ ያለው software development the process is very different. The principles are still the same again like the way they do it's very different. And now so my first experience was like እነዛ ነገራቶችን መማር ነበር። getting familiar with those ማለት ነው። Googleም የራሳቸው የሆነ onboarding process ስላላቸው so general like ከጀነራል ቴክ ጋር familiar ለመሆን it was easy and it wasn't that much difficult. Then apart from that like when I actually started working on my project so የራሴ የሆነ ፕሮጀክት ነበር የሰጡኝና so it was like I didn't know anything about the project መጀመሪያ ላይ one thing you will quickly learn at Google እነሱ solve የሚያደርጉት problem it's very different from በጣም ብዙ internal automations እና optimizations ስላላችሁ so you might be working on something በጣም specific የሆነ ነገር ላይ እና so I wasn't very much familiar with my project at all መጀመሪያ ላይ because it's not something that I've ever done. Even like it was like related to something optimizing integration testing framework ነበርና outside Google like I only used to do unit testing እንጂ ከዛ ውጪ integration testing ምናምን ብዙም አላደርግም ነበር. So it was interesting learning Carvalho. You should be learning እነዚህ so how is like integration testing Google ውስጥ እንዴት ነው የሚደረገው all those stuff መማር ነበረብኝና it was like very interesting. Like you learn and then you implement it at the same time. When you actually learn something and start the implementation, coding rasu it's process it's like internal process allo review process allo like if you're writing your code in Python, someone who's expert in Python should review your code. Kasuchi demo someone who's in your team who knows about the project that you are working on has to review your project as well. And like which are different review also, but I'm extensive on a review. No code is ever going to be submitted to the Google Codebase without surely being reviewed. And at the same time you have to write like unit test cases, but sometimes in the injustice as well. So I was able to see the whole engineering process. Like the project, I was supposed to design my own solution for the project, and okay, here are the tools that you might be using. Learn these tools and come up with a system for this problem. Come up with a way to integrate all these tools and solve this specific problem. So that it's not something like they will just give you a problem and then let's solve it on a side. They will help you with figuring things out to implement. So I did like my design. I designed the software. Kaza like review the review process was very interesting because like everyone on the team will give you a feedback if you are not doing something optimally or if the system you are designing does even make sense. And now for me like it was at first it was very scary because it's like my first major system no design ያደረኩት ያለሁት እና ደግሞ ሲኒየር ኢንጂነሮች ናቸው ደግሞ ሪቪው የሚያደርጉትና ጉግል ካሊበር ያሉት ኢንጂነሮች ስለሆነ it was a bit scary ግን at the same time it's like it is supposed to be reviewed. So I sent for the review anyways, and review ተደረገ. So you will get some feedbacks on it, you will improve, and then you will start working on like writing the course. እና እንዳልኳቸው ደግሞ writing the course ብዙ process አለው. Lot of things to take into consideration, lot of principles to include in the coding. እነሱ ነገርም መማር ነበረብኝ. And so yeah, that's pretty much my experience in the internship. Because at the end of the internship, I presented the project and the results, and it was interesting. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So throughout this, especially Google ውስጥም ከሰራክ በኋላ even throughout the process, what's your biggest lesson? እና አሁን ላይ ይሄንን ፕሮሰስ እየሄደ ያለ ሰው or apply ያደረገ ያለ ሰው to get big tech companies ምን አንተ ተምረህበታልና what do you advise them?
So to be able to like make it, obviously the first thing is like you should have a good resume. እና አሁን ደግሞ it's getting በጣም competitive. Even እዚህ ላሉት US ላሉት ራሱ they are not getting that much of an opportunity እነዚህ big tech companies apply review interview ለማድረግ. So you should have a good resume. Good resume ማለት ደግሞ has good projects. Project ደግሞ it's something that is solving some sort of problem, or something technically interesting on a project ማለት ነው. So like just like ፕሪዙሚያችሁ ላይ something የሆነ የእናንተ ኢንትረስት እና ስኪል እና የእናንተ curiosity የሚያሳይ ፕሮጀክቶች መኖር አለባቸው. So once you have those እና ለኢንተርቪው መዘጋጀት ነው። ለኢንተርቪው first ለኢንተርቪው መዘጋጀት ሊድ ኮድ ብዙ ጥያቄ መስራት. I mean ብዙ ጥያቄ in terms of us until you get really comfortable with like data structures and algorithms. Practice ማድረግ ነው. Practicing and I mean like consistently practice ማድረግ ማለት ነው. I think that's what makes you different from the others. በጣም practice ማድረግ, being really comfortable with data structures and algorithms. የኤትኤስፒ ሪሶርሶች አሉ. If you are not even part of the ኤትኤስፒ, you can learn from the ኤትኤስፒ community. ከዛ ውጭ ደግሞ እነሱ ያለፉበት different ሪሶርሶችን ከሰው ፈልጋችሁ አግኝታችሁ reading all those resources by yourself, just to get really comfortable with the data structures and algorithms. It's so helpful, no? Apart from that, like researching on the companies that you are interested in. Let's say if you want to work at Google, okay, what does Google value? And this no Google is to connect them other go. Because like in order to sometimes connections might be helpful, at least to get your resume reviewed and check out, like try to connect with someone who is working at a company that you are trying to apply for. And የነሱን interview process መማር, it's very helpful, like very very helpful ማለት ነው። የምጠይቁት አይነት type of problems ምን አይነት ነው ሌት ኮድ ላይ ያለ you can practice them. Behavioral ጥያቄዎች ምናምን ጥያቄ ነው የምጠይቁት, all those stuff practice ማድረግ ትችላላችሁ. ከዛ applying like not just only to one company, በጣም ብዙ ካምፓኒዎችም apply ማድረግ. ከዛ at the same time it's not supposed to be easy አይደለም the process. Like not getting discouraged የሆነ ኢንተርቪው ካላገኛችሁ ወይ ኢንተርቪው ላይ ከወደቃችሁ, just trying to still continue applying, continue interviewing, all this ነገር. I think because like for me I didn't get Google like on my first try. So for Google, like applying to Google was like the Google interview model was my first time. And again, I tried other companies as well. So, but like gains much, process but I'm competitive in nature, and applying to a lot of different places, and also like staying really active in programming. Yes, well, I'm not sure if it's like ስቴፖቹ እነዚህ ናቸው ብዬ አላስቀመጥኩም መሰለኝ።
This is good. እንዴት ነበረ ግን አሁንም ጠቅሰዋል Google wasn't your first try አይደለ? እና most of us አሁን ይሄንን ፕሮሰስ ላይ ይሄድን ያለን ሰዎች there are a lot of rejections እና እንዴት ነው ሪጀክሽኖችን ሃንድል ያደረግከው? እና for you how many times did you go through this process to get to this one? Maybe just to hope የሚሰጥ ከሆነ.
Yeah, like I mean for me it's I think like I applied to በጣም ብዙ ካምፓኒዎች before even getting into like interview ከማግኘት like so there are different types of rejections አሉ አይደለ? መጀመሪያ ሪዝሜ ላይ rejection it's kind of normal. ሪዝሜ አለማለፍ it's normal. ግን every time የኔ ሪዝሜ ሲወልቅ I was like okay, how can I improve my resume? Like that is it because I don't have good projects ምናምን እያልኩኝ ነበር እና just try to taking it positively helps for me. Resume I was like updating as much as I can, almost like every week ማለት ይቻላል ከሪዝሜ update አደርጋለሁ with just to make it concise and readable እንዲሆን ምናምን ማለት ነው። Obviously you're not going to be working on a project on a weekly basis. ግን እንደዚህ አለ for companies like ቁጥር ካነሳው it's very interesting because Bloomberg ሁለት ጊዜ ነበር ኢንተርቪው ያደረኩት ፓላንቲር ሁለት ጊዜ ኔትፍሊክስ ኤችአርቲ የሚባል ካምፓኒ አለ ብሎክ so ከሰባት ሪጀክሽን በኋላ ነው I got my offer.
Okay. So I guess አንድ ሁለት ሪጀክት ተደርጋችሁ በጣም ላይካላ ጊቭ አፕ ለማድረግ የሞከራችሁ ካላችሁ take things seriously እና positively ከዛ በሱ I think ብዙ throughout the process ብዙ ነገር እንማርበታለን ማለት ነው እንዳለ ይሳ እና
I want to add something እዚህ ጋር it's like rejection is like so doesn't have big tech company apply or go for me and I was considering that a success like Bloomberg የሆነ stage ላይ ደርሼ reject ሲያደርጉኝ I wasn't considering that a failure no ብዬ አላሰብም ነበር obviously failure no ግን at the same time ደግሞ for me someone who's just starting a programming እና አሁን ተጀመረ ሰው even interviewing for them I was considering it as an achievement እና obviously you don't have to consider it as an achievement again I was like in the consider but from every rejections and every failures I was trying to learn something now I was taking it positively again yeah there are times when I didn't take it positively again like mostly I was taking it positively so when you're getting rejected from company that means you are trying and every rejection demo gets you closer to an offer so don't get demotivated by rejections it happens to everyone like literally Google is Bloomberg every other company is there is like only a few people who get it on a first try ከዛ ውጪ እነሱ ራሱ እድለኛ ሊሆኑ ይችላሉ so lot of things are there into a consideration system የሚገቡትና don't get demotivated ለማለት ነው
Yeah, great. I think it helps like እንደውም ከሁሉም ከመንስታቸው ኢንተርቪዎች ላይ ምን ተማርኩኝ ምንድነው ኢምፕሩቭ ያደረኩኝ ያለሁት ያለን ራሳችንን እያየን ስንመጣ I think እንደውም more than the rejections okay ይሄንን ኢምፕሩቭ ማድረግ አለብኝ የሚለውን ስለምናየው I think that would be great እንዳልከው እና my other question is it's about AI እና I heard እንደዚህ ካምፓኒዎች ውስጥ ምናምን some of them AI እንድትጠቀም ምናምን አይፈቅዱም የሚባል ነገር ሰምቻለሁ I don't know about Google ግን maybe ስለሱም ልነግረን ትችላለህ እና right now most of us including me በደንብ AI የምንጠቀመው እና what's your take on that like AI ሙሉ ለሙሉ ባትጠቀሙ ይሻላል ትላለህ ወይስ ደግሞ AI በምትጠቀሙበት ጊዜ አጠቃቀማችን እንዴት ቢሆን ትላለህ what's your take on that
okay so I have like ያየሁት ነገር AI Google ውስጥ like when I was interning የጉግል ውስጥ የምጠቀሙት no one was using AI because like it was really bad. AI was internally wasn't the best. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that, but so internally no one was using it. Now on Simulus, it got a lot better, a lot more than no. So yes, no one was using it unless some of them use it in terms of like they might just say like check do the responses and they try to compare it with like how they might write it and not just test with no most of them. So I had a conversation with engineering manager like when was it 2 days ago not so a lot of people in universities what do you recommend? They are even scared of AI might try to even take their jobs now and be a stakeholder because it's like for them, they're really, really confident AI is not going to replace them soon. So what they said is, yeah, still AI getting code output, they don't consider it as good. They consider Arable. So if the code is not good, and at the same time, the more you are spending your time on trying to use a code which is not good, you're not really learning. Like AI improve at the same time the more the code you are writing might not even be to the standard and will begin a process and not so like if you are using it, try to understand as much as you can, like be curious. So AI generated some code for you, so like why is AI generating this and is there any other better way to do this? Instead of just copying everything from the AI project asking for suggestions and everything might help. It will definitely help. And at the same time, every output AI, don't trust it 100%. And at the same time, try to understand it like detail. So why is AI giving me this code? That's, I guess, and that's you become a good programmer. How AI እንደዚህ ዝም ብሎ like outputን የሰጣቸው outputን without testing, without checking, without learning something from it የምትጠቀም ከሆነ it might like በኋላ ላይ you're not really becoming a programmer, it's just AI programming for you, So for me, it's like understand everything that AI is giving you and then maybe use it for the productivity.
Great. So at least ዝም ብለን ምን የሰጠን ነገር ዝም ብሎ በሱ አለመቀጠል ማለት ነው understand ማድረግ so more understand ታደርጓል ለምንሰራው ነገር it's not only AI giving us the code ማለት ነው.
Yes, just understanding everything.
Great. So is there any other maybe resources or demo communities aside from HSV recommend የምታደርገን?
Twitter, maybe like I'm not sure like there is not a specific Twitter, a specific community that I would recommend. It is used to channel because like different communities it's a lot of distraction. So join ማድረግ የምትፈልጉት አንድን community ወይ ሁለት መርጣችሁ join ማድረግ ነው. Not all of them are good ones. And even if they are good ones, if you're doing multiple things at the same time, it might be a distraction. So for me personally, I don't think there is anything specific I recommend again, just to get inspired and so it means like to check out Twitter. Now there's this community on Twitter called software engineering and that's but I'm AI related all like what I'm posted. I don't think that's useful though in terms of like learning. I don't know data sphere community.
Great. I think in most people Twitter ላይ ብዙ እንትን አንለምና maybe LinkedIn or ሌሎች ሶሻል ሚዲያ ፕላትፎርሞችን ስለምንጠቀም I think Twitter የማትጠቀሙ ሰዎች ካላችሁ try to use Twitter. እንደውም more አዳዲስ ነገሮችን ስለሚለቀቁ definitely it's going to be helpful. So ወደ መጨረሻ ጥያቄዎቻችን እየደረስን ነው. So guys, if you have questions chat ላይ drop አድርጉትና we're going to answer after we finish our questions ማለት ነው. So እንዴት ነበር አሁን ግቢ ውስጥ ስፔሻሊ ያለክ ክላስ አለ HSB አለ እና ሌሎች በራስህ ደግሞ የምትሰራቸው ነገሮች ነበሩና how did you manage all that እና እንዴት ነበር ማኔጅ የምታደርገው ታይምህን everything እንዴት ነበረ?
Okay, so like one thing that definitely helped me is in terms of time management, it's like I don't think there is, not like time management like in the 100% optimization የሚባል ነገር ያለ አይመስለኝም. You can't optimize robots if you're trying to optimize to that level. Then it's like removing distractions. በቃ what are some of the things እናንተ መማር የምትፈልጉት እና ይሄ ላይፋችሁ ውስጥ ደግሞ በዛ መሄድ እየሄዱ ያሉ ነው. They say you're trying to become a very good programmer እና for spending 2 or 3 hours in Instagram ላይ it's like that's not helping you ማለት ነው. So remove that. TikTok ላይ resource not የምታሳልፉ ከሆነ remove that. And also you can't just ስምንት ሰዓት ብቻ የሰራችሁ you can't be 100% productive መሆን if you are especially like as I was trying to do በጣም ብዙ ነገር at the same time እና you can't be that productive. So ማታ መጠቀም ማለት በጣም ብዙ ሰዓት like some from ከጓደኛ time መቀነስ I don't know. It might not be a very good advice. Again, for me, I was trying to limit on like my technical ነገር ላይ ማሳለፍን time. So yeah, like የዛን እንዴት ነው ይሄን ነገር ሪያላይዝ ያደረኩት? ሶስተኛ ዓመት ያለው I was learning data science እና machine learning during college በሳምንት 20 ሰዓት ነው የሚያስፈልገው እና it's like በቀን የነነን ታይም አጠቃቀም አየሁት እንትና ላይ ሶሻል ሚዲያ ምናምን ላይ እና እዛው it's like 3 ሰዓት ምናምን በቀን እያሳለፈ እንትና ላይ ሞባይል ላይ ምናምን እያሳለፍኩ ነበር። እና actually like ይሄንን 3 ሰዓት እኮ ለዳታ ሳይንስ እና ማሽን ለርኒንግ ቢጠቀምበት በሳምንት 21 ሰዓት ነው የሚመጣው ኢንክሉዲንግ እሁድ ማለት ነው። በሳምንት 21 ሰዓት ስለሚመጣ ይሄንን መማር ይችላልና by the end ከአመት በኋላ it's like I have really cool projects in the resume ላይ ማስቀምጠው ምናምን አልኩኝ እና that really helped me like እንደዛ ፕሮጀክቱን ጨረስኩኝ ትምህርቱን ከዛ resume ላይ ያስቀመጥኳቸው እዛ በትምህርቱ የሰራኋቸውን ፕሮጀክቶች so I guess it's like you have a lot of times and try to reduce distractions and focus on something that is really የምትፈልጉት ነው. Apart from that I don't have like the technical learning for time management. It's just I spend all my time on all my time on something that I was really interested in doing.
Okay, great. So my last question is going to be late ነን ብለው የሚያስቡ ሰዎች ይኖራሉ ኦዲየንሳችን ውስጥ ምን like what's your advice on that እና generally for everyone especially ደግሞ አሁን ላይ late ነን we started late ብለው ለሚያስቡ ሰዎች what's your advice?
So I don't think like in terms of like late like for me like when I first joined software Gibina I was like okay since I wanted to join software engineering I was under the impression everyone knows how to program and I'm really behind being a person. So again that wasn't the case like at the same time I learned the stuff quickly slacho it's just with dedication and it's not because like I did something special so with commitment and dedication I learned the stuff everyone of like if you are still university is gonna dress you have time university you have time. I don't think there is like late man technically late man it's just like I think late man it's a way to avoid work maybe. It's like I don't know university is gonna dress you're never late in my opinion. You can always learn something you can always start from the scratch even university ራሱ በጣም ብዙ ሰዎች ከዩኒቨርሲቲ ተመርቀው ይወጡና they will take 1-2 አመት for our case especially ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ሊከብድ ይችላል 1-2 አመት ያለ ስራ ፋሚሊ ላይ ተደግፎ መቆየት ግን እዚህ ዩኤስ ውስጥም ኢንዲያ ውስጥም like የሰማሁት ስቶሪ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ውስጥ ብዙ ነገር አልተማርንም ብሎ ካሰቡና we're not ready for the real world job ብሎ ካሰቡ they take 1 አመት ምናምንና በራሳቸው ቡት ካምፕ ነገር የተማሩ ከዩኒቨርሲቲ በኋላ ራሱ ይማራሉ so it's never late to learn. You can always catch up ለማለት ነው።
Okay, great. So these were my questions. So guys, if you have any question, chat ላይ drop አድርጉና ከሱ ደግሞ we're gonna continue ማለት ነው። So before እኔ ጋር ያለውን ከመጨረሳችን በፊት do you have any other ማለት የምፈልገው ነገር ምናምን እነሱ ጋር ያሉትን questions ከመጀመራችን በፊት?
I think there are some questions on the chat, so maybe we can go through them. Okay. So, okay. Should I just like start reading it and go through, or like do you want to select some questions and ask?
እንደሚመችክ we can start from ከመጀመሪያውም ከዛ we can go down.
Okay. So the first one is, how was grade? Can you say something about this thing, please? So it depends. Like if we're trying to apply it for like masters, grade might be useful. But apart from that, I'm not sure how useful grade in the honor since I've been applied to masters in Europe or somewhere else. It's not. Again, for work related, I don't think no one is gonna look at your grade. In it personally, I don't even have it on my resume. Like grade isn't in the resume like so. But at the same time, that doesn't mean like you should learn because interview ላይ ሊጠቅማችሁ ይችላል። ግቢ ውስጥ ያለው እዛ ውስጥ የምትማሩት በኮርስ የምትማሩት learn something from the course, but at the same time, your sole purpose of learning that course should be trying to get a high grade ብቻ መሆን የለበትም። Because like you can get the grades and then but you may not know things. So that's my advice on that.
The next question ደግሞ what does the day-to-day work look like? Does it become repetitive?
For so far it hasn't gotten repetitive yet since I just started Google Standard. Again, it's like so my day usually starts with a meeting for 10 a.m. Like we have a stand-up normal then. So we discuss like the things that we are working on. It doesn't have to be too detailed, like bugs, challenges. If the system the team is working on is down, doesn't discuss and then so you have like you will start working on your own stuff. Project now if I need any help on that, like can do a team member so meeting schedule I will discuss their program. I can ask them mostly like individual working at the same time team and then writing documentations because socializing like Google provides like 3 meals a day provided by Google. So during those times, I get to chat with people. You can also schedule a coffee chat with anyone at Google. Let's say if I wanted to learn something about AI from someone who's actually working on AI, I just schedule a call with them. And then that's when they got yeah, and apart from that, personally, I do work out sometimes, and also like I just started learning how to cook. If you are asking like personally modern, so it's pretty interesting so far, and yeah, and so it's very relaxed. Google and it's like you have to deliver lab. Obviously you will work on your own stuff at the same time but I'm relaxing. You have a free time to explore intersection, work on your own stuff. That's usually how my day goes.
Great. I hope Noah, your question is answered. And the other question is, did you choose a location when you apply to Google?
So for the internship, I just applied to EMEA, and then you can specifically choose any country that you want to go to. But since I wanted to diversify like my opportunity, I didn't care so I just said anywhere. Again, for the full time, but you can choose specifically. You can choose. For my case, for the internship, I didn't choose. My project was from Poland, and I was okay with it. But for the full time, I chose to come to Germany.
Okay. So, Sulay, I have another question. And if now you did your internship Poland,
Yeah.
so you can change now. How did you end up Germany?
In Toronto, so for me, it's a Poland Botanical project was interesting enough. Again, at the same time, less specific on team no still very big product. Again, ያንን product ደግሞ at the large scale Google wide የሚሰሩት team here Germany አለው. And I was like, okay, the same product, similar product, they do it at the Google scale. So that's I said, okay, I wanted to go to Germany and work for this specific team. Because that specific team, the more opportunities they interviewed me, and that's how I got into Germany. So after you finish your internship, you can choose country, but it depends on if they have project and if the project the more internship as a project you get in but at least the same product area and now if the manager likes you, they will take you.
Okay, great. So our next question, Mikhail, what's the mentality you bring into an interview? What's going through your head in both preparation for interview and doing it?
So it's in terms of mentality, it's for me, on Yanda do interview but I was pretty sure, at least but I'm confident that I was gonna get in hands. Okay, I did the Bloomberg. Okay, I'm just gonna get the Bloomberg. Again, at the end, it might not be that might not be the case. Again, at the same time, that's what I was thinking. I was not going to try it out or something. It's just I'm gonna pass a mean mentality number. And again, that didn't happen. Humble so there was some humbling moments, and now it's again, still the more you need to have that mentality. If you reject yourself, or if that might be reflected on your interview performance. So as much as you can, just have a very good confidence interview. It all depends on the preparation. Again, I was preparing really well, so my mentality was I'm just gonna go ahead and do my thing and then pass
Okay. Okay. Our next question, Dammo. What kind of project is good for a resume? Also, how do you prepare it?
So for resume here, this is just my personal advice. So the project has I will categorize it in two ways. So the first one is technically something very challenging. It doesn't have to be very challenging, but at the same time, not something that everyone is working on. It's don't build another e-commerce website, or don't build another note-taking app, to-do list. It has already been built million times, so recruiters trust they know everything about those projects. So, and then they're not technical. And that's approaching for learning purpose makes sense. But if you're trying to pull something that is impressive resume, try to work on something really challenging technically. And then the second type of project that you can work on doesn't have to be technically challenging, but something that solves problem. Interview I did this, I solved this problem, I solved it, and then now let's say 100 people are using it on a daily basis, and this is the results, and that has been very useful for these people. It shows the other impact. Yes, the other one shows curiosity, እና ቴክኒካሊ ጉድ እንደሆናችሁ this one ደግሞ shows የሆነ ምንድነው impact you did something የሚለው ነገር so when you are trying to decide to work on a project choose something like either of the two or you might even find a project that combines both of them so that's my advice and for when you put it on your resume yeah like there are some formulas that you can follow to write it that's like and you can search it on the internet XYZ formula it means X like what you did y how you did it and then Z what was the impact of the project so you can write it in a such way that it is easily readable for the and understandable by the recruiters.
Okay, great. So ሌላኛው questionችን does it really the choice of programming language matter like I also have this question because like on Java ምናምን ሲሆን more chance ይኖራቸዋል ምናምን የሚባል ነገር እኔ ራሱ ሰምቻለሁና the choice of programming language matter ያደርጋል?
I don't think so. Like for me personally, for the internship, I was working with Python numbers that come in a borrow. Now I'm using Java. Now I don't even know like Java or no so I don't. They just want to know if you are good with the fundamental concepts and the knowledge. Apart from that, the programmed language, you can learn it, and then you have to learn it as well. Like even if you know Java, Google Java is different from outside yellow Java. Even at least the way you write it. So they use different protocols for routing the data, and the different protocols will be packaged in a different way. And it's in the the syntax which are the way it works is going to be different. So learn it doesn't matter, just get very comfortable with one programming language and the concept is the fundamental concept.
Okay, nice. ሌላ ነው the team manager give you objective ይላል I think Google ሲሰራ መሰለኝ
yeah it's like እንትን አለ okay I was going to go into something Google specific but I'm not sure እንትን አለ like there are some formally expectations አሉ in your first month like this is what it's expected from you in your second month this is what is expected from you ያሉ formal expectations ያስቀምጣሉ I think if that's what you are asking objectives የሚባለው it doesn't መስለኛል ግን especially for the internship the main objective is learning ነገር ነው but like can you learn it እና ያንን ነው እነሱ ማየት የሚፈልጉት throughout when you work on your process like are you putting in the effort to learn something to make it better እንደዚህ ነገራቶች ነው የሚያዩት
Okay, great. ሌላ ጥያቄ I'm already graduated and working as React Dev. So is it possible to apply to those Silicon Valley companies? If so, what do I need to learn DC? Even how can I apply to those companies?
So, I mean, like, for if you are already graduated, the expectation is a bit different from like tamaroch and internship expectation. And so they expect you to have industry experience. DSS is still very important. And like you can't DSA it's like data structures and እንትኖች አሉ በጣም ብዙ different topics አሉ እነዚህ ቶፒኮችን ብቻ ነው ማጠና ማለት አይቻልም because you never know ኢንተርቪው ላይ ምን ሊጠይቁ እንደሚችሉ ስለዚህ as much as you can ቶፕ የሚባሉትን የምትጠይቁትን ነው የምትማረው ግን for your case it is still possible ግን React developer ብሎ specifically አይቀጥሩም like full stack developer ሌሎች አሉ someone with a React experience still ግን that specific አይገቡም like you can find you a full stack developer UI developer እንደዚህ አይነት ፖዚሽኖች ማግኘት ይችላል and then if እንደዚህ አይነት ፕሮጀክቶች አሉ ግን still like DSA ምናምን በጣም ጠይቃሉ እና apply ለማድረግ ደግሞ እንትን አለ ይሄ for እያንዳንዱ ካምፓኒዎች የራሳቸው እንትን አላቸው I can send you the Google አለ ለምሳሌ cares dot ይሄ አለ so you can check it out and now if there's something that fits your skill set you can apply but like reactive ቢሆንም they will ask you DSA problemዎችን
Is we got some personal questions. Is there someone in your life that you usually look up for?
Is there someone in your life you usually look up for? A lot of people like in a different area. For me, like always someone who comes to my mind is like my dad. I look up to him a lot. It's like ብዙ ነገር ይሄ ላይፍ ላይ በጣም ብዙ ነገሮችን አስተምሮኛል። I mean እሱ ላስተምረው ነው ብሎ ሳይሆን ያስተማረኝ እሱ ከሚያደርገው ነገር ያየሁት በጣም ብዙ ነገር ተምሬበታለሁና those ነገር still like ራሴ ላይፍ ላይ apply አድርጋለሁ so as soon as I look up to him from like for life and other stuffs ግን ከቴክኒካል ሰዎች ውስጥ ደግሞ አሉ በጣም ብዙ ሰዎች አሉ someone like maybe a company founderዎች Elon Musk is to be my hero still like በጣም ብዙ ነገሩን አደንቃለሁ ግን እንደ ድሮ አይደለም not that much apart from him yeah and there are some people like ግን ያና እንደዚህ look up አድርጋለሁ እነሱ የሚያደርጉት everything replicate አድርጋለሁ የማስበው ሰው አለ
okay ሌላኛው ጥያቄያችን ደግሞ what are the luxury of becoming a Google software engineer?
That's a very interesting question. So one thing would be Google, no? So everyone knows, and if you're trying to apply to other companies, they would just assume I'm not sure how land it and again. They will assume you have a good experience and level yes, which also that alle because they will give you a good salary. Food you can work from any office like in Germany I can go to like the UK allo office actually ከዛ መስራት ይችላልው I can and then sometimes there are also some traveling እንትኖች አሉ for example my team currently most of the like half of the team no even like በጣም ብዙ percentage of the team ያለው US ነው so there might be traveling like I might even travel to the US for work or something እንደዚህ አይነት ነገራቶች opportunities አሉ yeah and then you get like your company stock አለ as part of your salary so I think that also luxury ነው you know so ብዙ and then free snacks as well like Google list not just only like food ብቻ ሳይሆን ስናኮችም ፍሪ ናቸው
During your internship what's one thing you think set you apart from other interns and got you a full-time offer?
So they don't let you know like feedback and everything so that like for the full-time conversion again one thing that I was told being proactive enough taking charge of my own development so what does that mean like if you want to learn something you don't wait for them to teach you just problem you always like try to solve it proactively trying to discuss it with the team lamamarim if they give you a feedback you don't wait to act on those feedbacks it's like immediately working on improving kaza bwala consistently asking them like hey, you said I should work on this like 2 weeks ago and I'm still working on it. Do you see any improvement? Can you give me some feedback? እንደዚህ አይነት ኦፕን ኮሚኒኬሽኖች I think they will set you apart from the other interns እና ያ ግን ስፔሲፊካሊ ሜንሽን ያደረጉት being proactive እና being taking charge of your own development የሚለው ነው።
Okay, great. I hope become ተመልሶልሻል እና Solan said, congratulations on joining Google. I'm really inspired by your journey. Could you share during which year of university you started interviewing with big tech? Also, how did you handle the rejections before finally getting the offer?
So yeah, I started interviewing ሶስተኛ ዓመት ከጨረስኩ በኋላ yes, like that summer ወደ አራተኛ ዓመት ሊገባ ስል ነው ኢንተርቪው ማድረግ የጀመርኩት። so የዛኔ አልተሳካም ነበር። ከዛ አራተኛ ዓመት like ሶስተኛ ዓመት ጨረስኩኝ። ከዛ ሶስተኛ ዓመት እስከ አራተኛ ዓመት ግማሽ ድረስ the same application season ነው ለነሱ so ይዛለ። ከዛ በኋላ ደግሞ አራተኛ ዓመት መጨረሻ እስከ አምስተኛ ዓመት የሆነ ግማሽ ፓርት ድረስም እንትን አለ አፕላይ አድርጌያለሁ ማለት ነው። so like ከመመረቄ በፊት ያሉትን 2 ዓመቶችን and apply ሳደርግ ነበር። In terms of handling rejections, yeah, like as I said previously, but what can I learn from this? Obviously, sometimes it's devastating, but especially like if the feedback is something, but something that you don't really think big issue no, like I know someone who was rejected because they said you don't seem to be excited about coming to London. I'm rejected. So it depends on like your feedback when you get rejected. But for me personally, sometimes some make sense as it will be able massive, but it's just another opportunity will be coming. Massive. I wasn't very down about it. Yeah, like what can I learn from this experience and then apply to the next one? No, mostly as the useful demo. It's like you get really comfortable with interviewing, but I'm also interviewing but the nervousness and all those stuffs like I think that's very useful as well.
Okay, great. So our next question is, when you get offer for a full-time, what kind of interview did they walk you through, or is it behavioral?
For my, like since I converted from the internship for my full-time offer, I just had to do one interview with the manager, and that was I don't even call it an interview. It was just discussing like the Nasum project and now my project and how it relates and now why I'm interested in joining their team number. Because just to understand like technically yes, around what their mission, the goal was a million nagar. No, that was the only interview that I did for full-time conversion. But for other people generally, so like the interview feedback itayna hiring committee decide ያደርጋል like we can convert them full-time katabale. So in the internship and the same process ትገባሉ team matching process ትገባሉ እና የነሱ ሬዝሜ ታይተው ምናምን ቲሞቹ ጋር ኢንተርቪው ማድረግ ይጀምራሉ ማለት ነው። ከዛ ኢንተርቪው ካደረጉ በኋላ ከቲሞቹ ጋር like ሁለቱም ኢንትረስት ካላቸው they will give them an offer. ኢንትረስቱ ከሌለ አንዱ ሳይድ ጋር ደግሞ they will wait for another match. እንደዛ ነው የሚሰራው።
Great. Our next question, you had mentioned that you realize at some point that every tool isn't going to be useful. Based on your experience, what tool would you recommend new software engineers focus on?
Tool like so like I mean for new software engineering, it's not about the tool. Tools are like something that helps you build a software. So it's just like really getting comfortable with the fundamental concepts like object-oriented programming and data structures and algorithms, እንደዚህ አይነት ነገራቶች really fundamental የሆኑትን ኮንሰፕቶችን caching, all those stuffs በጣም like getting really familiar with them ነው። ከዛ ውጪ ይሄ ኢንዱስትሪ ዋይስ ደግሞ ያሉ ቶሎች አሉ ለsay ጊት ጊትሃብ ኮድ ኤዲተር እንደዚህ ነገራቶችንም በደንብ መማር become really familiar with them ጠቃሚ ነው like ከቶሎቹ ማለት ነው። ከዛ ውጪ just the fundamentals of programming and then picking one programming language and then sticking to it. Sticking depends on what you want, but I would recommend to just stick to one.
Okay. Our next question, Johannes Niteko. I completely understand that this is a personal question and I truly ask out of curiosity because I'm passionate about programming myself. Would you be comfortable sharing a general idea of what developers at Google typically earn?
Okay, so that is like something that you can find on internet, and it depends from country to country and the level to level. So I think I'm just gonna give you some link where you can search where you can see the compensation at Google. You can specifically select company as Google and then like choose different levels. Like for me, I'm currently level 3 software engineer, and then you can choose the levels and then try to compare the compensation even with other companies. So since it depends from from location to location, I can't really generalize it.
Okay. I think a lot of people want to know about the salary too. Okay, Lila, question no. I heard you typing. How much is your typing speed?
Okay, so I type really fast. It's like on a good day, 120 or something. On a bad, it's above 100 words per minute.
Great, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
Leila, very specific. But when you start your day, do you usually go through code bases yourself, or are you given clear objective like build this method that takes X and return Y, or fix this issue? Could you maybe share an example of how it typically goes? Just something you did or
it's mostly like, fix this issue, but like you get to go through different, like you get to go through it and then like you kind of come up with a solution. That solution is put this method that takes X and returns Y. So because if they're telling you what the method is taking and then how it is returning something, you're not really doing the software engineering part. So it's mostly fix this issue and then you come up with the solution by yourself. Yeah, that's how it goes. I don't think I can share something from the top of my mind, but it's mostly fix this issue. But they will give you enough context so that you can come up with the solution.
Okay, great. We already answered this. Maybe later on ለገቡ ሰዎች እዚች ጋም ሌላ question ስላለ ነው። What are technical and soft skills need to get to the interview?
Okay. So technically it's like DSA, projects, coding, being able to code with like at least one language. They don't expect you to code with many language, but like if you're really comfortable with one, that should be enough. And for the soft skills, it's just communication, yeah, like on the interviews, like they will test your communication, analytical skills. Yeah, I don't think they can see how you can manage your time or anything during the interview time. So I would say it's just how you communicate.
Okay, great. What mistake did you make during the interview that you would warn us not to repeat?
Yeah, like maybe not knowing everything on your resume in detail. I remember like when I was interviewing for Netflix, the hiring manager even asked me something on my resume, and since the project I did the project a while ago, like I forgot some parts of it, and I wasn't I don't think that was like the best impression on my end. So make sure that you know everything that is written on your resume, and you can go through. You can explain detail of all of them. Yeah.
Okay, nice. What are the core technical skills that we need to focus on to become a backend engineer? Also, you are an inspiration.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So for the core like technical skills for the backend, I would say generally like knowing how let's say how internet works. Like it's very useful. Like where is the data stored? How do I access the data from the database? And if I need to like do it fast, how can I do it? I think like if you ask like a lot of yourself a lot of questions about the internet, you might be able to come up with like at least the idea of the technical skills that are that is empowering the internet. So I would say like for the backend engineer, just being curious is I know it's not technical, but for the like I can't come up with something specific right now.
Okay, I think አሁን ያልካቸው ነገሮች ራሱ I think they are helpful. ከዛ እነሱ በቂ ናቸው for now. ሌላኛው questionናችን how could you handle your grade and your dev when you are at college?
How could you handle your grade and the key dev when you was at college? So for me, when I first started, like really focusing on my development skills, like my grade started to drop. So I don't regret it. መጀመሪያ አካባቢ like አሪፍ ግሬድ ነበረኝ። ከዛ ቀስ በቀስ the more time I put into the self development skill እንደዚህ በራሴ መማር like የኔ ግሬድ በጣም እየወረደ ነበር። ግን at the same time to get a really good grade you don't need to spend that much amount of time on studying, especially አስቱ ውስጥ በቃ ከስላይድ ስለሆነ ኤቭሪቲንግ ፈተና ምናምን የሚመጣው በደንብ በፈተና ታይም ላይ በደንብ ማንበብ ነው። ላይክ ነገ የምትፈተኑ ከሆነ ማታ አምሽታችሁ ያነቃችሁ በደንብ ማንበብ ነው እና ሌላ the other times focusing on like the development skill ከዛ የፈተናውን ቀን ማንበብ I don't think ከዛ ውጪ ለየት ያለ because like ግሬዱ ያና ብዙም ጠቃሚ ስላልሆነ።
Great. Okay. So, ሌላ questionናችን can we be good programmers without getting into software engineering?
I mean, yeah, you can be like software engineering if we're talking about the major. So it's fine. Like I know electrical engineering, computer science, even ከሜካኒካል ኢንጂነሪንግ የመጡና በጣም good programmers ስለማቅ yes that's definitely possible.
What made you get in there from thousands? I think that makes you stand out.
Yeah, it's like I guess it's just the interview feedback, probably like the amount of the preparations that I put into the technical interview ለመዘጋጀት በጣም ብዙ ታይም 2 ዓመት ነበር ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ከ2 እስከ 3 ዓመት ስለቆየው በጣም ብዙ ፕሮብሌሞችን ሶልቭ አድርጌያለሁ በጣም ፕራክቲስ አድርጌያለሁ how to communicate your thought process የሚለውን በጣም ብዙ ሞክ ኢንተርቪዎችን አድርጌያለሁ so that probably like technically communicate ማድረግ ይችላል if you give me some problem I can technically communicate ስለሱ ነገር ስለ ፕሮብሌሙ እና that might be I don't know እሱ ሊሆን ይችላል ከዛ ውጪ እንትና ሲሆንም like ይሄ የኤቶስ ውስጥ በጣም ብዙ ኤክስፒሪየንስ ስለነበር ፕሮጀክት ሊድ እያደረኩኝ ስለነበር ተማሪዎቹ ሜንቶር እያደረኩኝ ስለነበር ስለነሱም አውራለሁ ይሄ ቢሄቪራል ኢንተርቪው ላይ እና እሱም በቃ የሆነ some sort of leadership skill ያሳያሉ እና I think they definitely help me a lot.
Great. Our other question is, what actually motivates you to handle all these things? Because better sleep than working hard nowadays. I mean, what do you do these things you are doing now?
That's a very good question. I mean, it's like it's very obvious. So you want to get paid a lot of money. You want to, it's like not money is not the only motivation, obviously. For me, like software engineering, it's a very sweet spot between earning a lot of money at the same time with something that I wanted to do. So I had a very good motivation. So I combined my interest and then I believed it is the way in a በጣም ብዙ ብሮችን earn ማድረግ ይችላል ብዬ ስላሰብኩኝ was a very good motivation. እና yeah, I don't think there is any better motivation because
Okay, great. Do you think Ethiopian academic policy and implementation, especially in software engineering, is going to make you a proficient?
I mean, like the academic policy, it's not really the best. You don't really focus on the engineering part of it. It's just, and then you don't really do it practically. So it's like the policy itself is not gonna help you, but at the same time you do it like becoming a proficient software engineer is. It's responsibility of you. It's not like the Ethiopian academic policy will just give you, here are the things that you need to learn, and then you will teach those things yourself, and then you become better. So I don't think you shouldn't really only focus on the academic policy, but like you can learn something from other places as well.
Nice. Our last question is from Zanabu. What's your advice for beginner software engineers?
Beginner. So like Larasem Jamarini, so it's not like I have a lot of experience. Again, at the same time, just focus on the fundamentals, learn them really well, and then you can use the fundamental skill apply to other things like but I'm really repeating myself because I've already said in the hidden, just focus on the fundamentals and now try to get an internship as well. Ethiopia company used to ሊሆን ይችላል remotely ሊሆን ይችላል do an internship. ከኢንተርንሺፕ ውጪ you can work on like projects ከተማሪዎች ጋር የፐርሰናል ፕሮጀክቶችን መስራት አለ የአካዳሚክ ፕሮጀክቶችንም በስነስርዓት መስራት አለ ኮሚኒቲ ውስጥ getting involved in the communities እንደዚህ ነገራቶችም helps you to stay motivated.
Okay, nice. I think we have one additional question. How much time did you spend daily focusing on studying and improving your skills when you were in university?
So I don't think like I can say it for sure, certainly again. At least like I was spending, I don't know, more than like 12 hours on coding, learning some stuff, and maybe six hours of sleep, and then 12 hours of coding, and then the other hours maybe for not 12 hours. It's not always, that's not always the case, but like I don't know, 10, 12, 14 sometimes. Yeah, it really depends, but I was putting in a lot of effort into it.
No, while sitting, yeah, look no.
I mean, I remember like የሆነ ጊዜ የፕሮግራሚንግ ፕሮጀክት እየሰራው for 48 hours I was like coding ከቤት አልወጣም ነበር እና ከዛ ዊኬንዱ አልቆ ሰኞ ወደ ክላስ ስመለስ I couldn't move የኔ አይኖች it's like I couldn't move them to the left and to the right, so I usually sit a lot. እቀመጣለሁ አትዝ የሆነ ቦታ ለረጅም ጊዜ መቀመጥ ይችላለሁ።
ራሱ አንድ ራሱን የቻለ ስኪል ነው አንድ ቦታ ላይ መቀመጥ።
I think like አሁን ያለሁበት ቦታ for the past 5 hours ነው መሰለኝ ያለሁት።
Okay, our last question being ነበር ግን questions እየመጡ ነውና just finish answer can wrap up እናደርጋለን። እዚህ ጋር ሌላ other question, what type of approach did you use for your skill? Watching a lot of videos or reading? I think they're asking maybe documentations ናቸው ወይስ ደግሞ you watch a lot of videos ተማለ መሰለኝ።
Yeah, like I learn best by reading. Like tutorial ውስጥ ከገባሁ I'm not really learning. እነሱም ያደርጉትን ነገር ነው ኮፒ ማድረግ most of the time. So I just focus on reading documentation.
ዶክመንቴሽኖች ነው የምታነበው?
ብዙ ጊዜ መጽሐፎችን አርቲክሎችን ሚዲየም ላይ በጣም የሚገራርሙ አርቲክሎች አሉ። you can set alert አስቀምጣቸው let's say if you want to learn about like system design like እናንተ የምትፈልጉት ቶፒክ በመጣበት ታይም ላይ አለርት እንድትደረጉ ኢሜል እንዲመጣላችሁ ማድረግ ትችላላችሁ። እና that's how I learn like reading instead of watching videos. I mean, I do sometimes watch videos as well, but my like mostly የምጠቀመው ግን I read.
Okay, great. I think most of ከዚህ ስር ያሉ questions you already answered. I think one question እስካሁን ያልመለስ ነው። What are your plans for Ethiopia and for ETSP, especially considering the challenge it's currently facing?
I mean, sorry, like the Ethiopia plan. I don't know. I don't know. Like ETSP, it's like probably one thing that I want to do. ETSP community still like especially alumni to I mean Google ውስጥ Bloomberg ውስጥ የሚሰሩትን ብቻ ሳይሆን even ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ነው በጣም like ለአሪፍ ካምፓኒ የሚሰሩ አሉ ሪሞትሊ የሚሰሩ አሉ they're getting good experience እነሱ ይሄ ወደ ETSP ተማሪዎች እነሱን ሰፖርት ማድረግ እንዲችሉ የሆነ እነሱን ማድረግ ቢችል that would be like በጣም interesting እና በጣም nice እና I think በጣም impact ያለው ይመስለኛል። So I think that expands to Ethiopia እንግዲህ like every ETSP alumni ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ያለውን ተማሪ ከረዳን እሱ ደግሞ ሌሎችን ስለሚረዱ I guess like ሀገራችንን በዚሁ ሁኔታ ማሳደግ እንችላለን።
Yeah, I think እንደዛ ማለት ይሻላል። Okay. One last question, and then ከዚህ በኋላ we're gonna end the session. How do you handle I'm not good enough feeling? You know, most of us wants to figure out everything. I think this is a good question.
Okay. How do you handle? Yeah, like I don't know. It happens, obviously, especially like let's say internship ሲጀምር I was like, okay, I'm really good for this ምናምን ብዬ ነበር ሳስበው ነበር at some point እና it's like ያላችሁበት ቦታ ያለ ምክንያት አይደለም ያላችሁ it's because it's like you deserve to be there ከዛ ያንን ከዛ it's like ከዛ ተነስታችሁ በቃ you know learning like if you feel like you're not good enough that doesn't mean you should stop trying. That means you should learn and now try to become better at what you're trying to do. So yeah, like it is a feeling that everyone experiences. Still in the Google full-time on my new team, on my new project, I sometimes say like, am I good enough for this one, or can I really do it? Again, the more it's what I have to do, so you will learn to do stuffs. Now it's like you feel it, everyone feels it. Again, the more you try to do things to get out of like yanim feeling, no, you learn something. It's not like everyone feels it at some point. Just even like in multiple times in their life. A lot of times frequently feel የሚያደርጉት ነገር ነው።
more time I guess እየሰጠን ስንመጣ more እየሰራንበት ስንመጣ ፊሊንጉም እየቀነሰ የሚመጣ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። So thank you Ibsa for giving us your time. Thank you በጣም this was በጣም inspiring የሆነ session. So much.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So guys, this would be the end of the session. Good night. Good luck from.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.